Now we're about to bring in Ford to talk about this beautiful vehicle back here. Let me go on to my next page. Dave, is this Dave right here? Come on in. Come on in. Dave, how you doing?
How you doing, man? Good, I'm good.
It's CES, it's day one.
It's day one, buddy.
Feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
All right. We got an amazing looking vehicle back here. Sideways.
Sideways. There's no other way to display
on the wall.
it. Yeah, that's the way you do it.
What are we looking at right here?
You were looking at the all-new Mustang Mach-E, so it's an all-electric Mustang. And it's also an SUV. Really excited about bringing it into the family of Mustangs.
Okay, so obviously we've been seeing more and more over the past several years electrification in the automotive industry. Why is this important? Why now?
Well, it's extremely important as we look forward to a sustainable future and where we're taking the entire industry. For us to do it with a Mustang is hugely important to us as a company because the Mustang to Ford, I mean, I couldn't imagine a Ford without a Mustang.
Correct.
So if you're going to do it right. So we didn't want to just develop a car that didn't have a soul and and so we did it with the Mustang, and it's a big deal for us, right?
Right.
For 55 years, we haven't touched the Mustang equation, but now we're adding a new product. We're not replacing anything. We're just bringing a new one in.
Okay, so what do you say to people that say, how is this a Mustang? I need to have the roar. If it's a Mustang, I need the roar.
So the Mustangs that are, combustion engines, they have the roar.
They have the roar.
And they're going to continue to have the roar.
Okay.
This has got all the power that you're going to want out of a Mustang. This is going to handle like a Mustang needs to handle. It's going to have that soul that a Mustang has. That's one of the problems that a lot of the BEVs right now, I think personally, is they just don't have a soul. They don't have a character to them. They're sort of sterile in a way. And this is going to bring that Mustang character into this new electrified world. And so no better time to do it now with a Mustang.
So there's no reason to be scared is what you're saying. You get behind the wheel of this Mustang and you're behind the wheel of a Mustang.
You're darn right you are. Yeah, absolutely. We made sure we used every technique and testing method that we use with our regular Mustang to bring this to life and make sure that it handles like a Mustang. I can't wait to get people behind the wheel.
I can't wait to get. I actually almost climbed in to get behind the wheel.
They stopped you though.
Yes, they were like, you can't do that on, at least not on video.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
So now you guys also have the new Sync 4
infotainment
system. I hear that's in this area. We're going to go look at that.
We're going to go check it out because this is the most connected, smartest vehicle we've ever done, and the new Sync 4 is all part of that connection.
Okay, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Let's walk on over. Cool. So Sync 4 demo station over here.
So one of the things in the Mach-E, you'll see that we brought in a very large 15-inch screen in the center.
Oh, there it is right here.
It's not quite this size.
Okay.
But this is a great example of the new Sync 4 and what it does. And what the Sync 4 does is it adapts and learns you as a person. And so it's going to, similar to your smartphone, this is going to operate that way with inside the car. Make everything much easier and intuitive for the owner.
So what do you mean by it'll learn me?
So if you drive home every night, and let's say you call home from work.
Yep.
When you get in your car and you start going home, it's going to say, would you like to call home? Because it knows that that's what you do.
That's what I do.
So it's going to learn you, and it's going to know who you call, and that's just one example. It's going to learn your music. It's going to learn the routes that you take. It's going to, it'll be smart and try to help you in your life, just make things a lot easier for you. So, and you'll find out that the way it's been laid out and the way that it operates, it brings things to the screen so that you don't have to dig through menus and try to find things, right? Everything that you use is right in front and right there for you.
We can show me how this looks. So if you're, where's the camera? There it is. If you're into control, this system is the ultimate in control inside of a vehicle.
It really is.
Let's see what we got here. Show me.
So you've got profiles. And so right now this is the profile, but you can set up different profiles. So if you drive the car, your wife drives the car, or your son or daughter, you can set up those profiles and they can select them. That way the car then gets tuned for them. Everything that they like about the car gets modified because it's their profile.
Nice.
Right? If we go into the vehicle here, we've got 3 different drive modes in this Mustang. We have engage mode. That's going to be your normal driving mode when you're just driving and having a lot of fun.
Okay.
Whisper mode, if you just want to relax after a long day and you just want to quietly go home and just have a good time. And if you want to get crazy with a Mustang, you got unbridled.
Unbridled mode. Again,
and that's
whatever you want to do, whatever mood you're in, they have it for you. Unbridled, that one's like all lit up. That's obviously trying to catch your eye.
It's catching your eye, and it's also going to make a really engaging experience. This is when you want to turn on that Mustang and let it rock.
Okay.
And then we also not only have the 15-inch screen in the center, but we have the 10-inch cluster behind the steering wheel. That brings the really important driver information to you.
Okay.
So all of that changes when you pick these different modes. Really cool stuff. And then you've got, when you do your temperature, it's really easy to change the temperature. There's actually a physical dial. It's not on this model.
Okay.
There's a dial that's your volume right now, but in the future, we're going to bring different features, and that dial's going to enable those features.
Oh, nice.
Really cool stuff.
Nice.
And we're also going to have over-the-air updates. So this is the first Ford that we're starting over-the-air update technology and capability. So all of the modules on board are going to be able to be updated So we're gonna update your car. If there's anything we need to fix for you, we're gonna fix it without you even knowing it. And then we're also gonna offer new features. We're gonna bring you new things. So we're gonna constantly make this car get better and better and better with time.
So when you buy the Mustang day one, your car is going to evolve and get better over time.
Absolutely.
And you don't need to go into the dealership to get the upgrades. It all happens just on the go.
On the go, and here, most times when they update the car is down for that update.
Right.
Now with Ford, you're gonna, in the background, we're gonna update that car, you'll never know the difference, and then the update will kick in and you'll go.
Very nice.
Really excited.
Very nice. Dave, thank you so much. Our business travelers are gonna love this vehicle. I wanna show you something super cool. CES is all about tech, but it's also about robots, technology, drones, and there's a really cool demo right around the corner here. This is actually called Digit. Again, CES 2020, if you're just tuning in with National Car Rental. We're showing you the latest in tech from vehicles to smartphones, computers. We've got more for you. We'll be here tomorrow again as well at 11 a.m. at National Pro on Twitter. Now check this out. Ford Research. We are going to be taking a look right over here. There's a demo about to happen. Look at this. Agility Robotics. This product is called Digit. Where are we? Here we are. Here we are. As you can see, it's crowded here. It's CES. There's a lot of buzz. There's a lot of action happening. So what we're about to witness is a delivery robot, if you will. A robot that will pick up your packages and drop them off for you. So we're just gonna wait for the demo to start. Now, in the meantime, if you have questions, we're at National Pro on Twitter. Submit them. We'll get them answered for you. While we're waiting for this demo, let me move back. I want to make sure you guys can see this. Let's move back here. Here we go. Here we go. Is this good? I can't get in there. All right. What's up, man? Okay, so as I said, we're about to see a demo kind of showing us how this delivery drone system works from Agility Robotics. We've got the Ford vehicle back here full of packages, and we're going to see one of these Digit drones do a delivery. Now, in the meantime, while we wait for this to start, oh, here we are. Come on in. I was looking for you. Come on in here. Tell people who you are.
So I'm Damian Shelton. I'm the CEO of Agility Robotics, and we're here. We partnered with Ford for the last year, looking at combining legged robots with autonomous vehicles.
Yeah. So, I mean, I saw this demo a little earlier. Spoiler alert. This looked incredible. Tell me, like, what we're seeing and how this came to be.
Sure. So we started 4 years ago looking at commercializing bipedal robots.
Okay.
So bipeds, anything with two legs, and that gives it approximately the same physical capabilities as a person. And so we're really focused on commercial applications. This is not just a research tool. We announced with Ford earlier this week that they were the launch customer for Digit, buying the first two, and we're going into full production this year.
So they're buying the first two of these Digit. What is it? A robot? Is it a drone? Like, what would you call it?
We just call it robot. Yeah.
Okay, the Digit robot.
Yeah.
So they're buying the first two of these robots as they come off the line, I assume. What is the utility or the optimal utility? As you know, obviously there's gonna be more than two in the world. As the world fills with these, what are we gonna be seeing them doing?
So we're really looking at logistics tasks very broadly construed. So that's both with vehicles and without vehicles, indoors and outdoors. With Ford, we've really started on vehicle loading and unloading in a setting that allows us to not be out in public for obvious safety reasons until we get more hours on the robots. This allows us to have humans focus on jobs that we're really good at, dexterous things, handling small packages, but really, handling heavy stuff can be done by the machines. It probably should be.
Okay, so are you saying basically at some point in the future, if you have loading or unloading to do of either just a bunch of small packages that waste your time or heavy things, you can just offload that to these robots, and you just go do other things?
Well, yeah, and it's people always ask, are we replacing FedEx, UPS, DHL, Postal Service, right? There's a huge customer service component of that as the package load on society increases, because we always like our Amazon Prime and our next day shipping, the package volume has gotten so large, it's very hard to get enough people on the street doing those jobs. And because there is such a large customer service role, particularly for businesses, people can be there working with the robots and alongside them collaboratively, letting the robot do the manual labor, letting the driver focus on the actual customer service side of it.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to ask you. So in this scenario, there's a human driver in this vehicle.
For right now, for the foreseeable future, there's likely to be safety drivers in almost all commercial deployments.
Okay, so we've got a human driver in the vehicle, and then when they get to a destination where a package either needs to be picked up or dropped off, the human driver would stop and then kind of deploy?
Yeah, so what we showed with Ford back in May, so we've sort of focused on two different things. One, back in May, was the last mile. Here we're showing more of the sort of the warehousing side of it, right?
Yeah.
Where there's packages and then a vehicle that you're putting into. In this scenario, the vehicle might not even be self-driving, right? Because it's going to take 20 years probably to transition from what we have today to full self-driving.
Right.
And so really we're showing that the robot's good in both scenarios, right? Back in May, in a full self-driving scenario with the robot still anything in the vehicle. Here, where we probably have a driver walk in and drive away with the vehicle in a non-full self-driving case. So that's really a broader way of uses for it.
That's amazing. I could talk about this all day. If you have questions about any of what we're talking about right now, tweet us at National Pro on Twitter, submit your questions, and we will get them answered as we wait for the demo. The demo is about 5 minutes away. So we've got 5 minutes of time to kill.
All right.
So tell me more about this product. Anything I didn't ask you that people need to know?
Yeah, so people want to know when they see it walking, what happens if it turns off? So we're always actively balancing. So if you look at robots that have 4 legs, there are other companies that have commercialized quadrupeds, so things with 4 legs. They're like a table, so if you lock the joints, they'll stay statically stable. With us, we're like a person, right? If you turn my brain off, I'm going to fall over.
So these guys are similar.
Yeah.
If you turn their brain off, they may fall over.
Yep.
Can you tell me why, like one thing I was wondering when I first saw this, why like 2-legged robots? Like obviously we as humans have 2 legs.
That's the main reason.
That's it?
Well,
are we the optimal physical
We are
form?
definitely not optimal, but we've built our entire world around us.
Yeah.
So whether we're optimal or not is immaterial, right?
Okay.
If you're a cheetah, right, you're optimally evolved for the running around on the savannah. For us, we've constructed our environments, and so the environments reflect what we're able to do, whether it's a good idea or not, right? So we're not trying to insert ourselves into what's the optimal solution so much as saying, you have a scenario like this. Could a quadruped robot grab the stuff off the table? Maybe, but it takes kind of odd solutions where you have extra arms on it.
Right.
You can't crouch down and get high the same way that a biped can. May not fit.
Where a human would fit.
And then stairs are a big thing with us too. I have a dog. The analogy I've used, I have a dog that weighs 50 pounds and a 6-year-old daughter that weighs 50 pounds. She does a much better job on stairs because you're upright.
Yeah.
So you can have a single point contact, whereas with a dog, they're always trying to keep 2 feet on the ground and they look kind of odd on stairs.
Yeah, okay.
And so it's not like there's not a place for those robots, it's just our world was designed for us.
Okay. We had a question come in, someone was asking, what are they made of? What is construction material?
Pretty boring, intentionally so. So mostly aluminum and plastic. We've done that for cost reasons, because the more exotic you get with manufacturing, the harder it is to produce and the more expensive it is to produce. So we do machining local to our office in Oregon, plastics fabrication in Oregon also, and it's all assembled in our office.
Okay. And can you tell me more about, obviously you mentioned Ford is the first customer of the first 2 of these. That's why you're in the Ford booth. How did that partnership come about with Ford specifically?
Yeah, so Ford's been a pioneer in autonomous technology for quite a while, with Argo and some of their earlier work with self-driving. We had approached them after they had some questions about the Cassie robot, which is the predecessor to Digit.
Okay.
Said, hey, this looks like a good partnership. We're U.S. based. You guys are the automaker that survived the recession, and we have props for manufacturing capability.
Right.
And so it just seems a natural fit. What's really important to us is to partition what we're good at, right? We're good at walking robots with legs. We're not good at driving long distances. We're not good at producing an affordable delivery vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
As a manufacturer now, we know how hard it is to keep the cost down on something, much less the complexity of a vehicle, right? So there's sort of a natural synergy there of working with an automotive company that's able to produce vehicles that scale, have the self-driving, solve all of the last mile except the piece from parking and going up to your doorstep, which is where we come in. Or in the case like we're showing here where you're doing factory loading.
Okay. When are these going to be actually coming off the line? When are those first 2? Are these the first 2 here?
So these are Digit version 2s.
Okay.
And then the first 2, we're targeting Valentine's Day, just because Valentine's Day is an odd day for a product release. So that's our target for the first 2.
You're making a couple on Valentine's Day.
A lovely pair.
That's nice.
On Valentine's Day, yeah. So a little bit over a month.
Okay. Do you know what Ford is doing with these?
I can't speak on behalf of Ford.
I would assume so.
I would say the partnership that we have with them is focused on logistics very broadly construed with autonomous vehicles in the mix.
Okay. We have 3 minutes before the demo begins.
Okay.
So we're just talking.
All right.
Let me ask you a different question.
Sure.
Outside of this for a second. It's CES day one. What have you seen out here at CES that has you excited?
More
What tech have you
more
seen?
VTOLs than I expected to see, right? People have loved flying cars for a while, but this is probably the first show where I really felt like, oh, there's a pretty serious push now, where I might actually have a chance to fly in a flying taxi one day. So I'd say that's the coolest thing I've seen aside from that.
Okay. So vehicle based.
Yep.
You're all about these guys are making robots that will deliver, that basically reduce your load. They
Yep.
will reduce the amount that you have to carry packages either to or from a vehicle on their own. It's amazing. Now, we have a demo that's about to start in maybe, 90 seconds or so, where we're gonna see this right here. This is the Agility Robotics Digit robot. We're gonna see this robot handle some packages,
Yep.
right? They're gonna go into a vehicle, move a package. We're gonna see what the future of package handling is going to look like going forward. This is in the Ford booth, by the way. Ford is the first customer of Agility Robotics. They're gonna be purchasing the first 2 of these as they come off the line. Now set up the demo before
All
it
right.
starts.
So this guy is static. We have a robot behind the curtain here. It's going to
Okay.
come out. We have the boxes that are marked. So what you're seeing is
Okay.
called shared autonomy. So that means that the person who's controlling it is there for safety, keep the robot steered in the right direction.
Okay.
But actually grabbing the package, is fully autonomous.
Okay, let's get our VIP front row seat here. Check this out. Here it is.
As the U.S. Postal Service alone is handling double the amount of volume of a decade ago. To help address this issue, Ford is teaming
Bipedal,
up
2
with
legs.
Agility Robotics to explore a brand new frontier.
Oh, and there's,
in the
okay, so it's
world
gonna
of
grab the
autonomy
box.
and new ways
over
of
here.
thinking about how we move goods
Ford
and
booth at
packages.
CES 2020 with
Together,
National Car
we're
Rental,
looking at how
giving you a
robots
look
can
at the
work with
future
autonomous vehicles
of
to provide
autonomous
real business
robots.
solutions.
If you have any
Because our
questions
world is
about
designed
this,
for bipeds,
tweet them
Agility
at
has
National Pro.
created
But look how
Digit,
incredible this
a
is.
bipedal robot.
Bipedal robot means it has 2 legs. So the reason it has 2 legs is because we as humans also have 2 legs. So it's built for our world. Okay, it can purchase, it can carry packages up to 40 pounds. So if it's raining outside, you don't need to get out of the car and grab the package. It will grab the package for you. Here it is. It's loading it into the trunk area.
When engineering a robot to navigate the
Who doesn't want
nuances
this?
of various environments.
I know Ford is the
Digit
first
has been designed to walk
customer
upright without wasting
buying
energy.
the Digit,
So
2 of
it has
these.
no issue
When can I buy
traversing
one?
over the same types of environments that most people
Okay, here we
do
go.
every single day.
Going to pick up
But
another
Digit
package.
isn't just capable of traversing obstacles, it has a hidden advantage. Although Digit needs to function on its own, the desire to keep it
hey, what's up?
lightweight and
So,
capable
look
of
at-
dynamic movement led to an innovative
I'm not talking
idea.
because I'm kind of
Letting it tap the
awestruck
resources of
as to
another
what's going
robot,
on here. You've got a
one that's
robot
equipped
that's
with
just,
advanced
you have
sensors
packages
and
laid
heavy
out,
computing hardware for
and the robot
additional
just leaves the
support
vehicle,
and
goes and
analytical
picks up the
skills
package,
whenever
puts it in the
needed.
trunk, goes and
With
gets
this
their
data
next
exchange,
package.
Digit can work
It's gonna put that in the trunk too,
collaboratively with the
obviously.
vehicle that situate itself and load packages.
Sorry.
Now outfitted with LiDAR and a few stereo cameras,
This is
Digit
incredible.
itself has just enough sensory power to navigate through basic scenarios.
Okay, so now
If
it's
it
finding a
encounters an
spot for the
unexpected
second
obstacle,
package,
can
and it
send
realizes
image
it can
back
go
to
on top of the
vehicle
other.
and have the
Uh-oh.
vehicle
It dropped it.
configure a
It went to the
solution.
side.
The vehicle can even send information.
That's why
into
it's
the
an
cloud
early
and request
product.
help from other
Okay, here we go.
systems to enable
It's gonna get the
Digit to
third one.
navigate, providing
There's one more
multiple
package
levels
over there.
of assistance to help keep the robot
Maybe not.
light
Okay, it's
and
turning. It's
mobile,
looking at us now.
minimizing the amount
A little
of
frightened.
onboard hardware to reduce
This is
Digit's weight.
Agility
Also helps to
Robotics.
ensure it has a long
Oh, and you can see it has LiDAR built in right to the top, so it has the camera right at the top, almost like a droid. And then
Just this week, it was announced that
LiDAR
Ford
camera
is
on
first to
top, and
purchase
then
these commercial robots,
the typical
having brought the
RGB
very
cameras
first two off
right
the line.
underneath that.
Together, we're working together to create an interface and higher level service functions.
Look at the little
that enable Digit to work effectively
hand
with
area,
autonomous
rubberized,
vehicles.
so it
Our
has
research will make robots
a cool
more
grip.
effective partners with smart vehicles.
This is
in
awesome.
A smart world. We want to say thank you for coming out here today, ladies and gentlemen. Digit, why don't you give them a bow?
Oh,
Thank you so much,
there it
ladies and
is.
gentlemen, for coming
There
out
you
to
go.
the display. We have a small gift we'll be handing out here at the end, and thank you for coming to Ford.
okay. So that is Digit.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
That's amazing. I love it. All right. Thank you so much, by the way, for
Yeah,
talking
sure
us
thing.
through it, for showing it to us. That is Digit. Again, Ford at the Ford booth. They are the first customer of this product.